Hello. In this video lecture, I'll be talking about Reinhard Grossman's book, which is titled Phenomenology and Existentialism. Specifically, my thesis derived from his book. To begin, let's first realize that existence is often marked by anxiety, alienation, and absurdity, raising the question, how can individuals create meaning and live authentically? My answer to thesis is that individuals achieve this by embracing freedom, taking responsibility of their choices, and focusing on lived experiences. Now, for the supporting points, I have three key supporting points. First is phenomenology as a method for self-understanding. Second, freedom and responsibility as necessary conditions. And last but not the least, awareness of human finitude as motivation for meaningful living. Now, for the first point, phenomenology shifts this focus from objective views to subjective experiences, helping the individuals navigate emotions like alienation. During academic struggles, I found meaning not in external validation, but in personal growth, reinforcing the value of phenomenology. Now, for the second point, freedom and responsibility are central to existentialism. Authenticity requires deliberate choices and accountability. When I chose an unconventional career path despite pressure, I found fulfillment, demonstrating how embracing freedom leads to authenticity. Awareness of human finitude, as this is the third point, as seen in Heidegger's temporality, allows individuals to live purposefully. To illustrate this, losing a loved one reinforced the urgency of meaningful relationships, showing how confronting mortality enhances rather than diminishes life's purpose. Now, for the objections. First, some argue that life's absurdity makes meaning attainable. However, while existence may lack inherent purpose, individuals can create their own meaning through choices and experiences. Critics claim objective methods rather than phenomenology offer reliable insights into existence. Yet, personal struggles show that science alone cannot address deeper emotional challenges, whereas phenomenology aids self-understanding. Now, regarding freedom, some argue external forces limit autonomy, making true freedom an illusion. However, my ability to challenge societal expectations in career decisions illustrates that individuals retain agency despite constraints. And then finally, some believe awareness of finitude leads to nihilism rather than purpose. Yet, recognizing mortality has motivated me to pursue meaningful goals, illustrating its constructive impact. Now, for the answers to the objections. Now, in response to the first objections, existentialist thinkers like Sartre, in his book Being and Nothingness, and Camus, a modern philosopher, in his book The Myth of Sisyphus, argue that individuals create their own meaning. There are also Crowell, a modern philosopher, and Crowell and Dreyfus and Rothwell. They reinforce this argument also, showing how experiences shape meaning. To illustrate this, my academic journey reflects this process. My answer to the second objection, phenomenology complements rather than rejects scientific inquiry. Husserl, in his book Ideas Pertaining to a Pure Phenomenology, and Merleau-Ponty, in his book Phenomenology of Perception, argue that subjective experience provides insights about science, insights science cannot give. So, and there are also modern philosophers like Radcliffe. They highlight that They also highlight phenomenology's relevance. To illustrate my own struggles, show that the need for subjective inquiry. And then finally, Heidegger, in his book Being and Time, asserts that confronting death enables authentic living. Critchley, a modern philosopher, and Varela, they also argue that awareness of mortality fosters engagement with life. Grossman echoes this, and my experience of loss strengthened my appreciation for life. In conclusion, individuals create meaning by embracing freedom, taking responsibility, and focusing on lived experiences. Recognizing finitude fosters purposeful living rather than despair. So that's all for this lecture. Thank you.